Good evening and welcome. We're back on the 82nd Legion tonight. We got a brand new Newman GM610 off of Amazon. Picked it up for $24.99 because it was a $3 coupon. Comes with a bunch of cool stuff. This one here comes with an extra set of keycaps, red and blue, touch of old school gray. Four extra switches. I went with a brown variety here. Mainly because it was the one that was on sale for the best budget, $27.99. The whole reason why I picked this bad boy up was because I needed a wireless keyboard for my desk. As my desk stays fairly cluttered with other projects, having an off-desk keyboard, and we're going to be going with a wireless mouse as well, or a trackball mouse. So, comes with a neat braided, almost a pearlized, like a pearl silver or a pearl white. Neat looking cord. Switch puller. I think I'd rather pull my teeth. Keycap puller. We're going to actually be using the tools that came in the box here. And what we've all been waiting for. Neat little keyboard. Pull it out. Now this keyboard is wireless via Bluetooth. There is no 2.4 connector here. I like the fact that it did come with a second set of keycaps to go with it. Unfortunately, we won't be using them. Let's see if that is working tonight. If it is, we will be in luck. Let's see. Yeah, we actually have the ability spacebar sounds a little rough. I have pulled a few keycaps out of it. Just doing preliminary inspection, not really doing much of anything else at the moment. Seeing what you're getting yourself into. But I guess first things first, it does have a unique, where it's got multiple RGB patterns. And this is actually connected to my phone because that's what I was using to test it. And let's see. You know what? Let's turn that light out. See if the camera picks it up. So we'll do it this way. It came with an instruction manual. We'll read it here shortly to understand the full scope of RGB controls. Well, let's go ahead and get started on the disassembly of this unique 60% keyboard. Now, I am keeping all of the keycaps in order on this one because we're going to be giving them to the youngin so he can update his keyboard. Now he did mention he wanted some black keycaps, so we'll pick him up a set in the future, or if the set we got we don't like, well, we'll just go ahead and swap everything over for him, and he can have those, and I'll go pick me up another set. It's the good thing about having kids, you got somewhere to donate the stuff that you don't want without just sending it to a trash can or Goodwill. I'm all about reusing or repurposing as much as possible. Now, order has turned into chaos for speed because speed kills. And I see this thing is held together with a bunch of tiny Phillips head screws. So I see a potential for an O-ring mod in the future. O-ring between the plate and the case. So let's go brief breakdown of mods we're going through for tonight. We're going to do a pillow stuffing mod because, I'm not looking for a super quiet keyboard, but I'm looking to reduce the noise just a little bit. Not that it bothers me because I run Dremel tools and everything else. But if we're going to go through and do it, we might as well go ahead and do a few things that we want to do. As far as the tape goes, we're going to be using 3M black tape. It's kind of a vinyl tape, so it's soft yet very absorbent. It stretches a bunch, should absorb a bunch of noise. Or, wait a minute. Are you kidding me? This Torx? Let's go see if we got the correct bit for that because I do not have it on my desk. Folks, we'll be right back. Oh no, I've forgotten to unmute myself. But what we did is we are dismantling the keyboard, doing a teardown. There's a bunch of Torx screws throughout. I'm kind of glad they're Torx because they're less prone to stripping. And those are the last two screws. So one thing we've noticed here during the teardown, the stabilizers have lube on them. They're still kind of noisy. One of the things we're going to do is in the future we're going to do the tape mod on the stabilizers, just like we're going to do the tape mod on the back of the board. Now you want to be careful here because we have a battery to unplug, and we're going to reach in here with a pair of tweezers. Good old tweeze. And I'm just using a pair of angle tweezers. Reach in there and just kind of wiggle, and out it comes, and that's just a battery pack that's hidden in here. But I do see potential. Okay. For now, we'll set that aside with all the screws. All right. And we'll go ahead and set the case out of the way. And take a quick look at our back side of our keyboard. It is hop swap that uses an Otomu switch. We're going to do 2 layers of black tape, and you know, it's a easy mod. If it works half as well as expected, it should make this thing a little bit quieter. Now we do know that we have some switches right in here. That we have to keep open and available. So we're going to make sure that nothing interferes with our switch. You know, and working through a camera lens is a little different than usual for me, but we're getting used to it. All right, we'll get everything cleaned out and around that. We're going to press this down. You don't have to be fully pressed and sealed. We're not using press and seal because I don't own any for various reasons. All we're going to do is just kind of seal the back of the board. And then once everything's sealed, turn the light back on so we can all see. And like I say, we're going to do 2 layers of this. And we're just going to slightly overlap, trying to keep it flush on the top edge. Press it down. Make sure that we know what connectors that we need to leave exposed. And we'll go ahead and trim them out next, because we don't want to accidentally forget about it and have to do it later, because it's not as much fun later. So now we got that. We'll come over here. And the thing I love about this black tape is it cuts pretty easy with a knife. It cuts real easy if you got a fresh blade in it. I just grabbed whatever random knife was on my desk and did not put a fresh blade in it. And we should probably do some of these keycaps here in a minute. Alright, press that down. And we'll go ahead and lay a second layer here in just a second. So what we'll do on one of the next episodes of this is we're going to work on everything top of the PCB. We're going to put foam between all the metal and the PCB. We're going to do the PE mod between the switch and the PCB. I'm kind of working on picking up the correct foam for that one. I hadn't ordered anything with it in it in a while. And go ahead and lay that out, doing a good job to cover everything. Press it down, give it the oval. And then right here, we want to make sure that we have left enough for our switch in that area. And I believe we have. Press it down. I've only got one strip across the top. I'm not worried about the sides until we're done, because that's when I need to worry about them. And on this one, I'll set it a little bit to the inside. 2 layers should be plenty for this. It actually added a little bit of heft to it too. So I'll take that, kick it out of the way, press it down, make sure that our battery port is exposed. And voila, press everything down back around it. Or, like I say, just making sure that everything's got a nice, good coat of tape on it. Now we're going to take our X-Acto knife and make a pass down the edge. Clean that up. And we're going to do the same thing on this one over here. And then we're just going to roll that up on the sides. Alright, tape mod accomplished. Set that out of the way. Set it right there. Alright, next thing's next. So, was going to use pillow stuffing, can't find the pillow, but while looking, I found something else. And I would like to introduce you to the blue shop towel. It's simple, elegant, and, you know, it should be fairly easy. So we'll leave a small thing there. But I see tons of potential to put like EVA foam and cutting some EVA foam to put in all them, or even small chunks of paper towel. I'm not looking to get that creative today. But this should take care of a good chunk of sound and whatnot that's in this thing. Oh wow, that's a lot quieter. We'll do a full sound test here once we put caps on it. And you know, this is almost like speedrun the keyboard build. Um, well, I guess I'll go find that here shortly. And you know, we almost forgot two critical pieces here, folks. Don't be in a hurry. Take your time and be patient. Um, it's the little things in life that we learn the hard way. But let's go ahead and get that plugged back in. All right. Now, let's try this again. All right. The struggle is real. You know, I probably could have got away with packing peanuts a little bit easier. I guess it helps if you poke holes. That's all I'm gonna say. Alright, now that we got holes poked everywhere where we need them, maybe this process will go a little bit smoother. Okay. Attempt 2 or 3 or whatever it's become. Alright. You know what? Let's start at the bottom, work our way to the top. Hmm. Is this thing really not letting me? Okay, so it looks like it's tape mod only. Oh, I need to go through and make sure that yep, that's what it is. Figured it out. This thing is you have to go through and kind of poke the standoffs through. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. And as we do it, we're going to put a screw in them. Because here we go. Now that the black tape has cleared everything, move that because you don't belong there. Let's take the screws back out and restuff the case. Stuffed. Give me a stuffed in chat. Stuffed. Stuffed. And I love the magnet tip on these little drivers I've picked up. There's some kind of Chinese knockoffs. They're no iFixit by any means. If you're out there, iFixit. I accept sponsorships. Okay. Now, grab our. So that tape mod did make things a little bit trickier to get into. But now we know what we need to do, we can actually fix that. If it didn't self-fix, which it probably did. Now we're getting somewhere. We're almost done with this one for the evening. We're going to get everything put back together. Got one there that, there we go. Now they're all popping back in place. We take it apart once or twice more and, you know, it'll be just like we've done it 8 or 9 times. Nah. Why am I missing a screw? I don't recall dropping any. Well, we may have fucked it up. If so, we'll find out soon enough. Make sure that all the screws that we do have are tight. Good news is that switch is under the keyboard, under the space bar. So if I did goof it up, I can fix it. Because we will repair it, we won't throw it away. Well, let's see if we can get in there and turn it on with a pair of tweezers real quick. Because we did break it, but I don't think the switch itself is foobarred. Well, guys, that think on that note, we'll have to come back to this on a future date because this is going to take a little more ciphering than I know what to do at the moment. So see if we can't find a replacement switch and get that switch replaced. I do have a soldering iron, but we'll be back with our next episode of this adventure in the future. Till next time, this is you, Captain. Have a good evening.